Well, hi, Peggy. Taking a look at your assignment 2 here. There is some effect, but I believe it can be more pronounced. Now, why isn't it more obvious? Well, I think that in most of those, your backdrops are fairly similar. Maybe you get the most effect in bottom right, and there we see a rather dramatic shift in value in the backdrop. So when I take a look at assignment 3, I can see you have the gist of things because you are bringing those different colors to look more alike. They might have been more different in the first place, though. And last of all, someone in a critique thought that this was a creative approach to the assignment with the sort of fringed edges, but I think this is happening by accident. I've actually shown this file, or both of these files, to a couple different people, and what I'd suggest is go to the software and image preparation announcement and review the material at the bottom there, and also make sure that you save for web. Whenever you go back to a file, go back to the native file, not the JPEG. Hi Brett, everything looks pretty good with your assignment 2. You've been able to get the desired effect there. Now, looking at assignment 3, I think you can manage value a little better. And I'm here in Photoshop, and I tried making the backdrop on the right of the left set a darker shade, and in the right set I took the left backdrop and I lightened it, and it seemed like that did the trick. Hi Pam, nice job with assignment 2. I especially like the top right set. Now looking at assignment 3, on the left I tried making that cyan backdrop a little lighter, not a lot lighter, just a little, and it seemed to help balance value between the center swatches. Now looking at the right side set, I think you're a little mixed up. So let's see. If you use orange as your backdrop, that means it's going to contribute blue to the center swatch. And actually, that's kind of the opposite of what you want. Likewise, if you use green, the center swatch is going to have a quality of green's complement, which is magenta, and that swatch that's on the green is already leaning in the direction of magenta. So do there is flip-flop and put green on the left. Hi Chris, assignment 2 looks good, but let's look at the bottom left set. Both those grounds are fully saturated, and I think that that's lessening the effect. With your assignment 3 on left, I'd choose center swatches that were more similar. Remember, if you want a swatch to look darker, you need to put it on a backdrop lighter than itself. And on right, there's a little color mismatch between the one on the yellow and the one below it. On the right side of the right backdrop, green would add magenta. Cleo, good work with assignment 2. I'm liking the bottom left set especially. Now, with assignment 3, well, the right set looks great. I was working on the left set. I do see your logic there, but I'd like to suggest that instead of using the color complement tactic on left, you try color subtraction and use a saturated version of the same color as the swatch. And on right, I tried tinting that blue backdrop just a little bit, and it helped. Hi Sophia, I see you've got the theories working with your assignment 2. With assignment 3, I think that the left set there looks pretty good. On the right, however, this isn't exactly what we're after. I see what you're doing. You're making parallel relationships, but even while you do that, the center swatches don't appear to be the same color. So my suggestion there is to choose colors that have a little more in common. Well, hi Carolyn. I noticed that your classmates are admiring your colors, and it's true, they're very subtle and varied. Let's see, in assignment 2, in bottom right, that set doesn't have matching center swatches. otherwise, I think everything here looks good. Um, it might be that the set on right in assignment 3 has center swatches with colors that look a little similar. And it might be that you could juggle value a tad bit better there too. Well, hi Anne, your assignment 2 looks quite good. Maybe the effect could be greater in the bottom right set, and I would guess the problem there has to do with the two backdrops being similar in value and not drastically different in hue. Now, looking at assignment 3, well, the right side set is actually fantastic, save for the matter that you have reversed the two small swatches on the bottom. So just put the one on the left on the right and you'll be fine. With the set on the left, you've got a mismatch between the left center swatch and the one below it. When I correct that so that I use the color that's seen below in the center also, what I need to do is take that lighter swatch and make it appear darker by using a paler, lighter value backdrop. And so since you had black, I just tried a pale gray and that looked okay. And then, you know, on the right side, that center swatch is darker and you need to make it look light by putting it on a dark ground. So I put it on a dark blue and it all seemed to jive. Hi Becky, things look good with your assignment 2. With assignment 3, well, the left side set looks okay. I'd say those yellows are fairly similar to start with. Now, I wanted to go to work on the right side set. The first thing I thought of was let's try a pale gray on the right backdrop. And for the left backdrop, let's try just saturating that color a little more to desaturate the center swatch. Hey Vanessa, things look pretty good here. Looking at assignment 2, I would say you're getting the least effect in the bottom right set. Now why would that be? I'm looking at the color wheel and I think that cyan green is about as far from yellow as the red. And I think that's part of why you're not getting the desired effect. The value is somewhat similar, and so is the saturation. So vary things a little more. Now, let's see. Looking at your assignment 3, I took the same color you had on the left side of the left set and made it into a tint. And that adjusted value. So we got what we wanted. You have to be careful because you don't want to tint so much that you lose the effect of altering the saturation of the center swatch. Because the saturated backdrop will desaturate the center, which is what you need. On the right side, that was a good choice for a backdrop there. Now, with the right set, I took the color you had for the right backdrop and made that into a tint like a sage green. And on left, I noticed that your center swatch is, that's a blue that leans in the direction of magenta. So in an effort to use color subtraction, I switched your shade to a shade of magenta, and it only alters the appearance a little bit, but I think it has the effect we want. Well, hi Missy, your assignment 2 has some great color sets. It might be that the template's starting to break down. The solution for that is to just get a new copy and plug the same colors in. Now, I did pull up your assignment 3, and here's what I'm thinking. With the left set, try a tint of cyan on the right to give more red to the center swatch, and at left there with that backdrop, maybe a tone of red, and the effect there would be to let's see, use color subtraction, I think. Now on the right, I tried a light shade of yellow on the left, so that means it's sort of an olive color. And on the right, I chose a blue. Now, see, the blue is using color subtraction, and so is the yellow.